concentrating on building up my party club business. I'm concentrating on building up my stripper union. Whatever it is you're doing, that's what you're concentrating on. I don't have time for a relationship. She will understand. She'll go, that's okay, no problem, I get it, it's cool. She gives you permission to do it. Why? Because you're so high value. If she's hanging out with you, then she's pretty much accepted the fact that she knows your lifestyle. She knows you flirt with other girls. She'll be cool with it. If you treat her with respect, if you don't lie to her and you keep it open from the beginning, she'll understand. She's not going to go around and say that you guys made out. She doesn't want to look like a slut. And you tell her that you're not going to for the same reason. The two of you have a quiet little thing. It works out well because both of you aren't throwing it down everybody else's throat. Some of the people that have duplicated this have found problems. One of the biggest problems is arguments within the team. People that are all pulling together for the same thing, fighting over girls. The problem is, it's a lot easier to go for a girl within your social circle than bring new ones in. You end up with freeloaders. Guys that are specifically hanging around you to hit on your chicks. It may be hard to spot them at first because they're friends. But in reality, all they're doing is hanging around you to game your girls. It causes bad blood within the group. And slowly, as they hit on all of the girls, they don't really care about any of them individually because they're not bringing their own. So what happens is eventually they'll start to burn out the group. And they'll ruin what you've set up. Define rules. To be part of the group, they have to bring X amount of women themselves. They have to be held accountable for it. And if they don't bring the girls, they don't get to interact. They don't get to come out. Make sure that it's very clear that if one person has a girl, nobody else has her. Sharing girls is the one thing that will make the situation very messy. Girls are incredibly good social manipulators. They'll play you off against each other. If you're talking to one girl and another girl's getting jealous of you and she's sleeping with your friend as well, she'll start spreading rumors. She'll start creating dysentery within the group, trying to get other people to take control of it so that she can regain her position. Fighting will break out. Make it a rule. When somebody has a girl, that's it. The minute they sleep with her or the minute they make out with her, that's it. No one else can have her. Bros before hoes. Keep your team strong because they're the one that's bringing the new lifeblood into the group. They're the ones that are bringing the new girls. You and them are working together to bring girls into the group. The more you work together, the better the whole situation is going to be. Every single time somebody has seen this fall apart, it's usually because of an argument over a girl. It's not worth it. The benefit of having the situation is so much better than having any individual girl. Your life will change to a massive degree. When you develop this kind of lifestyle, everything in it changes. People will be jealous of what you're doing. It takes time and effort. Your social life will change. It will become driven by you trying to build up this lifestyle. You're finally working hard at organizing your lifestyle. You're having women throwing themselves into it. Male friends will try to jump on board. I had friends coming out of the woodwork, people that I never knew who they were. They'd contact me and say, hey dude, we're practically brothers now because I once made out with that chick you're hanging out with. I'm like, who are you, man? They don't even know who you are. But they want to come in. They want to feel a connection with you so that they can get access to the girls you're hanging out with. It takes effort. You're going to have to create a whole new set of rules and working conditions. You're not going to be focused on reading websites about how to talk to chicks. Instead, you're going to be focused on understanding business practices that help you develop your entourage. Decide which type of entourage you want first. In summary, the very first thing you want to do is understand the kind of girls that you want to be with. Write it down on a piece of paper. Models, dancers, strippers, party girls, whatever it is. Once you identify your group, create the situation you're going to build. A modeling agency, a modeling scout group, a stripper club where strippers get to go to an after party, or maybe your own actual strip club, or a stripping service. Party girls, where they're going to be going out to take part in promo nights and help push brands, or maybe just girls that are going out regularly to party. Dancers, you're organizing a dance troupe. Whatever it is, think outside the box, come up with your own idea. Then create a plan of how you're going to build it. It needs to do something. What is the goal? If it's a dance troupe, they need dancing gigs. That is something that has to be fulfilled. You're going to have to organize those. You're going to have to cold call. You pick up the phone, you start calling some places. Who wants a group of dancers to turn up? Think outside the box. Where could they put those performances? What competitions could they run for? Organize the rehearsals. If you're organizing parties, what clubs are they going to be going to? Organize people meeting up. What benefits do they get for coming out with you? Why is it going to be good? What's going to be great about it? What are they all going to work hard to help you achieve? So you create a common goal. Write it down on a piece of paper. Plan it out. Get friends to help you organize it. Some of the friends will be the girls themselves, the organizers that bring the girls on board from the different social circles you've infiltrated. Some of them will just be your friends and wings that want in on Entourage game. Whatever it is, make sure that everyone has a role to do and they're pulling their weight. One person's phoning the clubs to try and contact who's going to be coming out. Or one person's trying to organize the gigs where they're going to be going. Or somebody's organizing how you're going to advertise the stripograms to go around. Whatever it is that you're organizing, make sure that somebody's in charge of the different aspect of it. All of you be meeting goals and bringing them in and have a set quota to make sure you're all bringing the same number. Define rules on who can and who cannot hit on the different goals. When you go out, remember the focus is on the goal, not on any of the goals individually. But sexually escalate with all of them so they all feel comfortable being around you. They have to understand that part of who you are is a sexual person. You escalate with every girl at once, so it doesn't look weird when you're flirting with any of them individually. Isolate the girls that you're interested in and continue the escalation. They should all be in the party mood anyway because they're having fun. If you're organizing a dance troupe or something that's more of a work-related thing, then organize after parties after work to socialize with everybody. That's where your escalation happens. You eventually escalate with the girls that you like in isolation and you close them. You take them away from the area. Whether you're setting up dates with each of the girls individually over the course of a couple of weeks, or whether you're just escalating with one individually at home that night. Make sure that before anything serious happens, before the first kiss or before the first time you sleep with them, you make it clear you are not looking for a relationship. Do not lock yourself out of your own entourage game. Make it clear you want an open relationship. Be willing to lose the girl if they won't go for it. I assure you that the majority of them will. When you do it, make sure you treat them well. Make sure they know they won't be ostracized from the group if anything goes wrong. Make sure that everything's okay and you make it clear that you want the friendship and that you are concentrating more on the work than on any of the girls. It will be more believable if you actually are concentrating on the group. Make sure you have set rules as to who can and who cannot go after the different girls. And more importantly, have fun. The whole point of Entourage Game is to live a lifestyle where women throw themselves at you. As far as I'm concerned, it is the easiest form of game. I met my girlfriend because she found my social circle and she started hanging around it after she met somebody else who brought her into my group. Inside my social circle, I was one of the few people that had the highest value because I created it. At that point, she wanted to get involved. She wanted to hang around with me, and I used that to build up and make a real connection with her. I didn't use game. I didn't need to. She was attracted to me because I'd built up my lifestyle to a point where I was an attractive person. From that point on, I made a decision with my girlfriend that I wanted out. I made it clear to her I did want a relationship. I told her I don't want to keep it open. I said, this is the girl I want to be with. And at that point, I dropped my entourage game. I plan on being with my girlfriend for the rest of my life. I'm engaged to be married soon, and within the next month, I'm going to be married. I want to stay with her forever. But if anything ever did happen, if something happened and me and her split up, there is only one style of game that I would be setting up. I would reset up Entourage Game. This time, I probably wouldn't do the party thing. I've had my fill of party girls. It'd be something different. Celebrities, dancers, actresses. I'd move up in the world because I know it is the easiest form of game. It's the style of game I developed that gave me the most results. And the instructors that I trained, who are now some of the best instructors in the world, learn using the same methods that I developed. So you could go out there and cold approach. You could go out there and try all of the hard stuff in game, or you could just set up a lifestyle where women throw themselves at you. This is the simple set of guidelines that you can follow to make all of that lifestyle become yours. From the basics of setting up a social circle, through to understanding how to infiltrate somebody else's, through to building up your own entourage game. It's not a hard choice to see which one is going to give you the best results that you're looking for. So now's the time to go out there and actually do something about it.